So we're in Switzerland and we basically have no idea what we're doing, but that's the Matterhorn. So, you know, we got that going for us. After 24 hours of traveling, we just landed in Zurich and then made our way up to Zermatt in the Swiss Alps. And we're gonna be here for 3 days. Surprise! This morning we woke up and it was pouring rain. So we got some work done and caught up a bit on sleep from our travels to get here. And now we are attempting to go for a hike. So since we are here in the shoulder season and snow is definitely starting to come in, a lot of the hiking trails we want to do are probably going to be completely closed, but we're taking one of the gondolas up today as far as it'll go, the second stop, and honestly we don't even know its name. Do we know? Oh, this is the Matterhorn Express, Paradise Glacier. So we are not going all the way up to the Paradise Glacier area, but we're going to head up as far as we can. Hike and walk around there and then explore. Well, as promised, there is snow up here, so it's not the best for hiking. We are at the second stop on the Matterhorn Express railway. Still don't know the name of it, but I do know that the first stop is called Fury, F-U-R-I. And it looks like the snow started about 1,000 feet or so below us. So mountain bikers just paused and asked me to take their picture, which then gave me permission to ask them how the trail was, and they said they'd have already done it once today, which that's the way to do it, buy a gondola pass and then just like ride up all day. And they said maybe in 4 kilometers the snow stops and that there's their bike tracks that we can follow the whole way down. So I'm trying to convince Kelly to do it. Is it working? Yes.
I can't say no when everybody knows it.
You can't say no. I love you. Give me your moment. Mwah. Yes.
Okay, back up.
Okay, also look how freaking gorgeous this is. So like, why would you not want to? My feet are already wet. Thank you, mountain bikers. We took advantage of our international cell phone plan to FaceTime with a parental unit and some friends, and we're having an absolute blast. I love the snow, so this is like a dream come true. We'll probably never ski here because we're not skiers, but at least now we can say we have been down a ski slope in Zermatt. We think we're getting close-ish to where the snow ends. It's already getting shallower and we can see it kind of like fading out ahead of us. And we are coming upon our first trail sign. Not that we have any idea what they mean. It is obviously another language, but amazing how difficult it is to interpret something that we're not familiar with. But we're gonna keep following our mountain biker friends, or not. We might turn down this road. Schwarzy, we want to go to Schwarzy.
Do we?
Yeah, that's a lake. Okay.
There's a biscuit.
So in the Pacific Northwest of the United States, especially in North Cascades National Park, there are these trees called larches that look kind of like pine trees and turn a golden color in the fall. And I'm pretty sure we found them here all throughout the mountainside. We just had to come all the way to Switzerland for our own larch march. Pretty sure this is the bridge or something. Yeah, we're going back.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
Yeah. Wow.
What time is it? 5:30. They're going out.
Must be the last one up for the day.
Oh, this is pretty.
So we haven't made it down to Zermatt Village yet, but we are well on our way. We are past the first stop, the Fury stop on the gondola. We found the suspension bridge we saw from the ride up, and we enjoyed some cookies and chocolate for our hike. We are contemplating where to get fondue in town for dinner. The larches were gorgeous. Really have no idea how far we hiked, and I don't really know where we hiked. We are fairly certain most of the trail that we did was a ski slope, and I can tell on our app a couple of ideas for what they were. So if I figure it out, this video will be labeled. If not, it'll just be Swiss Alps. We managed not to hike to Italy. We managed not to get super lost. We managed not to hurt ourselves. It's a good day.
It was a good day. We saw the Matterhorn and snow.
Oh, I love this.
It's pretty.
Good morning. Day 2 of hiking out of Zermatt. We almost thought we could take a tram up to our destination today. It was closed yesterday, so we reconciled ourselves to a long hike, and this morning there was somebody waiting for it. But it turns out he was wrong, and it's still closed. So we're doing about a 14-mile hike today up the Waldweg Trail, and then up to the Seven Lakes area and back down. We are currently on the trail, so it's a paved road, really just winding up out of the village for the first stretch. We're gonna get our climbing in today, And we're gonna keep our fingers crossed that we can enjoy the views today as much as we did yesterday. We have made it, we think, up most of the climb. There should be some climbing on our way down. Not really sure if it's going to be a straight shot or intermittent. We made it up to where the gondola should go. And now we are going to pick up a new trail, the Seven Lakes Trail.
And that'll be fun.
Yeah. Ooh, the quads are gonna burn on the way down.
Yeah. So 7 lakes turns into 5.
So these areas are very confusing. Just tons of trails and pathways, so hard to know exactly where you're going. We think we're gonna kind of reroute a little bit, but still end up on the path, and we're already seeing these gorgeous lakes in the Matterhorn.
I think we're gonna get a view of that mountain. It gets hidden again.
Uh-huh.
So weird.
Well, there are plenty of other hikers out now, so it's not like we feel alone. We are starting to get the hang of where we're going, even if the trails aren't that clearly marked. They're just not named. They're just trails and you just take them. So we're used to a little bit more different organization, and also a lot less trails. Like here, there's just trails everywhere. Whereas in the US, it's a little bit more wildernessy, which also means there's less trails that people could get confused about taking. Anyway, we're seeing lakes. We've seen one lake and a dam, a man-made dam that was gorgeous. And then here's another lake that we actually think we'll hike down to across the gorge.
Totally.
But all right, we are leaving Lake Stellici and gonna backtrack a little bit where we came from, and then we think cross over into this area over down there. And we think we're gonna take some zigzaggy stuff, some wiggles down to town.
And they turn yellow in the winter. Do they lose them?
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Yeah, they do.
Michelle says yes. But anyways, oh, there you go. Might be better going the other way.
right, well, we think we did the zigzags. Big switchbacks down from the alpine area. Now we're dropping down to the village. It's still pretty magnificent. Well, we are reaching the end of our hike. We've come across a sort of Swiss children's entertainment walk playground combination. There's a variety of little statuettes that are shaped like chubby animals along the side of the trail, and the town is down below us. We're gonna clock in close to 15 miles, and how many feet of elevation? I bet your watch is dead.
My watch is dead.
We're gonna clock in close to 15 miles and about 3,500 feet of elevation, door to door. So pretty sweet. Opportunity to just hike straight out of where you're staying here.
Please help me. Gotta give me energy. Turn the crank.
It spins. I think we're ready.
Yeah, that looks good.
It's boiling. It's bubbling. Oh, look the other way. Look the other way. I think we should trace these.
This morning we took the Gondolas Express up to the end of the line at Gondolas. There's a historic hotel here and a ton of snow. It's way past autumn up here. We're over 10,000 feet. A little bit cloudier today than other days that we've been out, but the train ride up was gorgeous, and the Matterhorn is actually popping in and out of the fog with really pretty light, so that's cool. We had plans of hiking from here down to Riffel Alp, but the snow is way too slippery and deep up here, so we're gonna take the train back down a couple stops to where it's not snowy and then do some hiking. Okay, we've got some snow at the Rottenden station, but we think it's going to clear out fairly soon, and there's lots of tracks. So we are going to attempt to follow it down to Riffelberg and then Riffel Alp. And then we'll pick the train back up at Riffel Alp. And we know there's no snow down at Riffelberg, so sometime between now and then we will hike out of it. It is so cloudy and foggy. You can barely see the high peaks, but it's still
Right there.
super awesome.
It's getting closer.
So hello from our last day of adventuring in Switzerland after 2 days of working at the University of Zurich for me and some solo adventuring for this guy. We are trying to soak in one last excursion here. So we have taken the train to the Grindelwald area, and it's a very foggy day, but the sun is coming out, so we're hoping it might break up. And if not, we're just gonna enjoy what we see anyway. We are at the terminal station near Grindelwald. It's actually one stop outside of town. And we are taking the gondola up to the Eigen Somethinger. And then we're gonna hike back down to the village of Grindelwald and maybe get some Swiss food for lunch.
Sure. Went alone.
Yeah, it didn't break up.
It's not broken yet.
Yeah. You can see like the thinnest of thinning.
Yeah. Up top.
Yeah. All right, it's the Eiger train stop, gondola stop, and we are starting out on the Eiger Trail. Some number of kilometers in the single digits, upper single digits back to town. And there's a break in the fog back where we were, so I think we were looking at part of the Jungfrau mountain. Maybe. It was pretty. Lots of glaciers. It's really pretty. So we're hoping we get more of that opportunity with breaks in the clouds as we hike down. That's the one I saw. Okay, we have made it off of the Eiger Trail and have met up with the Alpeglen Trail, which is just a paved road. The first section of it looked like maybe it was a sled run in the winter. It was still paved for us, though. It was pretty steep. And now it's leveling out some. It's not quite so painful to go downhill. And we're enjoying watching the clouds clear into the valley and all the gondolas going up and down. It's a good time. Kelly would like to find a cow. Cows. I need to see a cow.
Michelle needs to see it.
I do need to see a cow.
I need to see a cow so Michelle can see a cow.
They're doing construction. After spending most of the day in the Grindelwald area, we took the train connection over to Lausernbrunner Valley so that I could see some of what Kelly saw earlier this week. And it's pretty dang gorgeous. Word on the street is that behind all these cliffs are snow-covered mountains. So I can't see those, but the fall colors are awesome. The sheep are... the sheep are mooing.
They're baying.
And so it's already after 4:30.
This moving sheep.
Okay, can I talk now? It's already after 4:30 local time, so we're going to run out of daylight pretty quick. But we're gonna walk out as far as we can in the valley and then turn around and hit the train after dark and wrap up our trip here. So that's the other waterfall.
Yeah. That's another waterfall.
The fall colors in front of it are really pretty.
Yeah, right? This was having a scratch.
And that's going to be a wrap on our Swiss adventures. We spent 4 or 6 days adventuring in the country and have a lot of experiences to take home with us from this journey. We are so thankful for the time that we got to spend here. We're definitely dreaming about coming back. But for now, we've got some new miles to pick up in the national parks in the United States. We'll see you out there. And, oh yeah, Jungfrau. Jungfrau might be the tallest mountain in Europe. Not quite, okay. Probably cut that part out.
Yeah, you should cut like that.